Okay, the first thing you need to do is go down to your launcher and you need to open up Google Drawings. If you do not see Google Drawings here, go ahead and type it into the search and then it will pop up. The first thing that you're going to do is go ahead and title it with your name, and then since this is my eye project, I'm just going to say Braun Eye. The next thing I want you to do is go to File, Page Setup, and where it says Standard here, we need to actually customize it. So we're going to click Custom, and we're going to make sure that our paper is 10 by 8, and then hit Apply. Next thing, let's go ahead and insert a text box down here in the corner, and let's type our name in. That way when it is printed for you, then we can hand it back. Now we're going to go ahead and insert our picture. So view or insert image from your drive. If you have recently opened it, it should be here in your recent. If not, you're going to want to click your drive and then find your photo. So here is my eye picture that I'm going to be using. We need to make sure that our photo for this particular assignment is 5 inches by 4 inches. If you do not see your ruler, go ahead and hit View, Show Ruler, and then the rulers will pop up. So since I want it to be 5 inches by 4 inches, I need to crop it first. I have a lot of area in this photograph that I don't need, so I'm going to hit the crop. I'm going to pull the black tabs, and I'm going to slide the bars to where I think would be a better spot around my image. Once I get a good rectangle around my image, I'm going to hit enter. And now I can slide up the image to the top corner. You can see where the red lines are. They show up. That means that it's level or in line with the edge. And you can see I almost have it at 5 inches and I almost have it at 4 inches. So I'm actually going to pull the corner. I'm going to crop it. You have an option. You can either crop it a little more or pull your corner. I'm going to crop mine a little bit here and maybe crop some of the. So I'm just adjusting it a little bit to where it's a better shape for 5 by 4. Hit enter. Okay, now what I'm going to do is pull the corner so that I can make sure that it's 5 inches. If you guys look here, it's lined up with 5. Not quite with 4, but it's lined up with 5. If I pull the side, this is what happens. So do not pull the side of your image, but pull the corner. It's not quite at 4. I'm going to hit the crop button, and I'm actually going to pull down to 4 inches. And now we should be good to go. 5 by 4. The last thing I want you to do is, since we know this is going to be turned into black and white, my eye is a little dark. So let's go to Format Options. You need to make sure your photo is highlighted. Go to Format Options. You can go to Recolor. Change it to black and white. And then I'm going to go to Adjustments, and I'm actually going to brighten it. So now I can see it a little bit better. If you go too bright, you can see that you're going to lose a lot of the shading on the skin. So let's just brighten it up just enough so that it's a little clearer, but not so bright that those white highlights are turning into plain paper. So this is pretty good. Okay, once your eye is measured or your photo is measured, we're going to insert your grid over the top to help us draw. The grid is going to be every ½ inch. So every ½ inch, that means out of 5 inches, it's going to be technically 10 boxes across the top and 8 boxes down the side. Then you are going to line up your table right over the top of your photo. You can see where it turned red. Then I'm going to lift my mouse and then I'm going to grab the corner and do the same to the corner so I can line it up. And you can see that the boxes are nice and even and perfectly square over the top of your photo. Now the problem is that we need to change the line width so that we can see it. So make sure your table is highlighted. Come down and I'm going to change my table to black. That way I can see my grid lines. And now I'm actually ready to start drawing.